right. All right. Tonight's headliner, the lady of the hour, has been seen on the big screen in movies like Heaven's Gate and WWJR. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Nicole Miller.
You came. You said you were going to come, but a little part of me was like, is that true? Are they really going to come? My name is Nicole Miller, and my pronouns are mom, 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 bruh. I'm the single mom to 3 beautiful children. Thank you. My husband hates that joke. He disagrees the children are beautiful. It's fine. Like 2 of them aren't even his anyway, so. He knows, he's aware. I had already had them when we started dating. Yeah, that's right. My husband dated a single mom. Oh, okay. I was like, what is he thinking, dating a single mom? Hey, get off the counter. Seriously, get off the counter. Guys, I'm so sorry. I brought my kids here tonight, and I don't know what I was thinking. What I was thinking is I had raised some respectful humans who could handle this. So guys, I'm so sorry. And Stevie, we'll just need to cut that too, I guess. Okay, so single moms. Dating a single mom makes no sense. Dating a single mom makes about as much sense as dating someone in prison. You know she's gonna be really busy for 18 years to life. Because when I got knocked up, I got locked up, people. This is a life sentence. I'll tell you that in birth class, but I was actually thinking of prisoners, and I was kind of jealous of them because as a mom, they have something I'll never have: a release date. When are these kids gonna move out? Not when they're 18. I've seen the youngest's test scores. I don't know when they're gonna move out. And you can't retire from being a mom. I tried. The youngest cried. Not as hard as her dad. You can't retire. You can't re-gift them. They're not like a candle you got from the office Christmas party, like. It's super cute, but it smells kind of funny, and I think it'd look better in your house. You can't re-gift them. You can't retire. You can't rehome them. They're not pets. You can't put them on Facebook Marketplace asking for a rehoming fee. I mean, can you? Can you do that? I'm pretty sure you can't do that. They're not pets. Oh, and speaking of pets, what does everyone tell you to get before you become a parent, to practice being a parent? What do they say? Yes, get a dog, get a puppy. I actually did that in a show once, and this lady hollered out, alcohol! Alcohol does not help you prepare to be a parent. Okay, it's how I became a parent, but it doesn't prepare you to be a parent. Yeah, everyone says get a puppy to practice being a parent. But a human and a puppy are 2 totally different things. For one, a puppy is always happy when you come home. And a puppy won't grow up and yell at you, I hate you! You're the reason I'm in therapy! A puppy can't do that. because a puppy can't talk. So don't get a puppy. If you want to practice being a parent before having kids, don't get a puppy. Marry a man. Sounds like half of you are on my side. Yeah, marry a man. They're messy, most need changing, and they go around saying words I don't understand, like budget, savings plan, 401k. Don't get a puppy, just marry a man. Yeah, you know what? I feel so bad. I feel like I'm just being so negative about being a parent right now, and trust me, it's not all bad. The problem is it's just not all good, okay? I'll tell you what, there was this one time my daughter was real little, and she had these big, beautiful eyes, and she looked right at me, and she was just, get off her head. Get off her head. I'm just gonna move on, because I don't even know where I was going with that one. So I had 2 young daughters from my first marriage when my husband married me. So he went from the bachelor to married with children all in one crazy day. So crazy. Yeah, so he became a dad for the first time when he married me. Not a real dad, a cool stepdad. Yeah. Oh, and he's here tonight. Give it up for Lee, my husband. Yeah. And are there other step-parents here tonight? They raised their hand. They're like, maybe you can see this. Step-parents are like your appendix. Nobody knows what their job is. And Lee is such a good dad, too, and I think it's because the pressure is off. If my kids don't turn out good, nobody's blaming stepdad. Nobody's going to be asking, where was her stepdad when she was perpetrating those felonies? Where was her stepdad when she burnt down that motel? We all know who they blame. This isn't even a joke. This is just life. They're gonna blame me because I'm the mom. Like, where was her mother when she was cooking meth? Where was her mother when she registered Democrat? You know. Don't poke her. Stop poking your sister. Even I did it the other day. I blamed a mom. I was at the park, and there was this sweet little boy. He got pushed so hard by this mean girl, he fell. His face was bleeding, and instinctually, I blamed the mom. I was like, where is that girl's mother? And I said it out loud just like that. Where is that girl's mother? I mean, it was me, it was my kid, but still. I blame moms. It's usually me. So I'm a mom. I think I've made that too clear. But I'm also a comedian. So that means money can be anywhere between tight and non-existent. So I've been taking up a lot of odd jobs. And I tried mystery shopping. Do we have any mystery shoppers in the audience? Okay, good. Either A, we have no mystery shoppers, or B, we have the best mystery shoppers who shall remain a mystery. That's our options. That's fine. That's fine. Mystery shopping is when you're a spy for a corporation and you go to a store or a restaurant like you're just any regular customer, but afterwards you fill out a very detailed survey telling the company on their employees. Yeah, that's mystery shopping. But I was recently assigned to mystery shop at the mental health hospital. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this was kind of nerve-wracking because they sent me a list of things. They're like, do not say this at the mental health hospital because they will not let you leave. I mean, you can say them in a store, you can say them at the restaurant, but not at the mental health hospital. And I got so nervous and kind of in my head, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I have a husband and 3 children at home. What would they do if I just couldn't come home for 72 hours? Hear this. They would not survive. They could not survive 72 hours without me. So when the doctor asked me, Mrs. Miller, do you feel like you're a danger to yourself or others? I took a deep breath and I bravely asked, before I answer this question, what's for dinner tonight? It was chicken fried steak and it was amazing. My family was fine. Turns out that's what microwaves were for. It was the best 3-day weekend ever. I didn't have to cook. I didn't have to clean. And for once as the mom, I got to do arts and crafts. Oh, and the drugs there were way better than whatever I had at the house. 5 stars, we'll definitely go again. In fact, I might be feeling slightly clinically depressed 2 weeks from yesterday, if I can fit that in my schedule. I actually told that to a crowd full of mental health professionals once. I did. They asked me to stop. Oops. Okay, I have to pause the show here because there is a special person in the audience tonight. Guess who's here tonight? My G-Pa is here tonight. Yes, not only is he here, we celebrated his 95th birthday yesterday. Yeah, 95 years young. That means we have celebrated over 15 birthdays. That could have been the last birthday. So, yeah. Go ahead and laugh. He can't hear any of this, so yeah, laugh. Also here tonight, my dad. Give it up for him, yeah. I made him buy his own ticket, so. Do you have other dads here tonight? No? Okay, good. Yeah, we have dads. Yeah, dads. Hi, dads. We just celebrated Father's Day for this bit to work. Remember that? On Father's Day? I told my husband on Father's Day, today's your day. You're not doing anything today, so just sit back, relax. I took care of the kids. I took care of the cleaning, the cooking. So Father's Day was just like the day before Father's Day. And the day before that, and the day before that. But I had to repay him because Mother's Day, they treated me like a princess. Didn't let me lift a finger. Breakfast in bed, they cooked it themselves, he and the kids. He and the kids made me homemade cards and took me out to dinner. And when I tried to clean up, he said, no, don't touch a thing. All of this will be here tomorrow. I believe on Mother's Day, there's 2 types of moms. There's moms like me, myself. I'm in the trenches. I'm doing the carpool lane. I'm going to soccer practice. I'm holding down the fort and holding on by a thread. I refer to myself and moms like me as active duty moms. Then there are other moms. These are the moms who their children are well in their 40s. Somebody calls them grandma. They have not seen the inside of a McDonald's play place in decades. I lovingly refer to these moms as veteran moms. Yes, veteran moms. So, hear this. On Mother's Day, if you're a veteran mom and your son is married to an active duty mom, Mother's Day is not your day anymore. Yeah. You had your day. It's not your day. Now, I want you to hear this clearly. Because I want you to know, look, veteran moms, we love you. We honor you. You will get cards, flowers, gifts. Might take you out to brunch, just maybe not on Mother's Day, Veteran moms, we thank you for your cervix. But it's not your day. Speaking of veteran moms, my mom is in the audience. Yes. I feel like all I'm doing is shouting outs, like doing shout outs. So clap if you're related to me. Now clap if you're not related to me. Okay. Clap if you like to clap. I have no material. I'm just going to shout things out and have you clap at it. That made me feel real good. Yeah, so I'm a mom. Do we have other moms here? Yeah, see, I told you this is all I'm doing, and I'm going to have everyone just clap. I don't know if this happened to you when you became a mom, but when I became a mom, everybody just assumed I'd be a good mom. I don't know that I am. Have you heard of a helicopter parent? I'm a submarine parent. I'm drowning. I'm drowning in children's schedules, in bills, in chores, in murder podcasts. I cannot keep up. I have Pinterest, so I know I'm not the best mom. But I also watch the news, so I know I'm not the worst mom. I've decided that I'm like, the okayest mom. Okayest mom. Here's how I'm just okay. I lie to my children. I lie daily. In fact, I believe if you're a parent and you don't lie to your children, you're doing it wrong. I took my 84-month-old son He's 7. I took him to Panera Bread. But I lied. I lied to him. I said, JJ, we're eating at Chuck E. Cheese's right now. I lied to my kid. But do you want to know who never begs to return to Chuck E. Cheese? He came home the other day. He was like, Mom, Aiden's having his 8th birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese? Why does a kid like bagels that much? I was like, I don't know, JJ. That party sounds lame. You should probably skip it. I lied to my 156-month-old. She's 13. Well, she's 13 unless kids 12 and under eat free. Then she's 12. I lied to her just for fun. I picked her up from school one day, and I got real serious, and I lied. I said, your teacher called me at home. I know everything. Now, I thought she would just know I was joking and start laughing or be confused, and we'd laugh about it later. But she burst into tears and started apologizing for bullying that kid on the playground. I was like, yes, that's exactly what your teacher told me. And when we get home, young lady, you're doing the dishes. So she learned a lesson about bullying. And I learned how to get out of doing the dishes. So now if anything needs to be done around the house, I'll just look around and be like, who needs to be in trouble for this? These baseboards are atrocious. Dear, come in here, please, in the living room. Your boss called me at home. I know everything. Another way I'm just an okayest mom is I get parenting advice from the media. For the summer, they told this great parenting hack. So you don't forget your child in the backseat of a hot car. Put something important back there with your child. You know how you made a person? Find something more important than that. And put that back there with the whole person that you made. So you don't forget you made a person. So I keep my cell phone back there. I don't. I could never text and drive if I did. So I keep my favorite child back there. All right, JJ, I need you to get in the back with your sister. So we don't have another incident. Hey, it was an incident-free summer, people. Not in jail for that. Oh, yeah. I asked my husband if he wants to have any more children because we have these 3 lovely children. I love them to death. And but I feel like I'm done. I feel like I'm good. So I was like, do you want any more kids? And he said he cannot have any more children because the last birth was so traumatic for him. Yeah. I'll never forget it. HGTV was playing in the birthing suite, and to this day, whenever House Hunters comes on, I still have a mild contraction. Yeah. You don't even want to know what happens when I see a property brother. Those handy twins are everywhere, you guys. Trust me on that. But my husband had to watch me give birth to our son without a working epidural, and my epidural wasn't working either. And it was an emergency C-section, so yeah. Oh, man. Whew. Now, I don't know if you know what happens in an emergency C-section, but the doctor came and... No, stop pulling her hair. Stop pulling her hair. Well, you know what a C-section is, okay? So he did that, and I know this is so hard to relate to, an emergency C-section without a working epidural, especially for you gentlemen, you've never had the joy of giving birth. So let me think. I know, here's what you can think about just to try to relate to an emergency C-section without a working epidural. Just think about the last cold you had. And then you'll be real close. Real close. I'll tell you what, HGTV was playing in that birthing suite, but the sounds coming out of it had not been heard on anything but Animal Planet. I just remember it finally being over and like holding our son and looking at him in his face and down at the floor where my husband's face was and back at our son and just asking myself, was this worth it? I almost died. Was this worth it? Definitely worth more than a cell phone, for sure. For sure, definitely. No, that's definitely. When my family found out that I had an emergency C-section without a working epidural, they all asked the same thing. When are you going to sue that doctor? When are you going to sue that doctor? Are you going to sue that doctor? That doctor made some very difficult decisions to make sure I was alive, my son was healthy and alive and came into this world. That doctor gave me one of the greatest gifts you can give a mom. Something I can hold over my son's head for the rest of his natural born life. I mean, think of the Mother's Day gifts when I'm a veteran mom. Plasma TVs, diamonds, champagne brunches. The doctors say that when you're pregnant, you're only supposed to gain like 20 pounds, but what do they know? I gained 80. Yeah. Hey, but it's only been 84 months, so I'm still working on getting all this weight off of me. I tried a couple diets. I tried the South Beach diet. Turns out I hate the taste of sand. I did the keto diet. I could tolerate the keys, the toes not so much. I did lose 2 pounds and 2.5 toes. I tried the all liquid diet, but I had to stop that. It was too expensive. Have you seen the price of boxed wine these days? And this is so popular, I had to try it because everyone's doing that intermittent fasting. I found out I have a horrible memory. I would just go days and days and days and forget to fast. That's the opposite of a diet, actually. Oh, and fasting means you're starving. A diet means you're eating. So it's not a diet. It's a starvation. And that's cheating. It's cheating. The weight gain was obviously worth it because I love my kids so much. I want to tell you all about them. My oldest is 204 months old. So she's 17, Isabel, and she's learning how to drive with no help from me. I cannot. I have a healthy fear of death. Oh, and the last time I tried, she just kept asking me all these questions I didn't have the answer to, like, what's the speed limit here? And what's the direction to our house from this location? And what is the proper procedure at a four-way stop sign? So she had to stop asking me directions on driving. So she said, you know what, Mom, I'm just gonna look it up on YouTube. So she'll figure it out. She'll figure it out because she's borderline genius. This is how smart Isabel is. She took the ACT. Not only that, she got a 29 out of 36. Yeah. Pretty sure that's an A. Pretty sure. My second oldest is 156 months old, Viola. So, yeah, that's 13. She's 13. And, she's just gorgeous and such a great singer. She reminds me of myself if I could sing. And she's really getting into fashion and makeup. And so she came to me. She wanted me to teach her how to put concealer on her eyes. So I was showing her on myself, like, how to conceal under your eye. And then she went to do it. And I must have done a horrible job explaining it because she concealed her whole eyeball. And she was like, you know what, Mom, forget it. I'll just look this up on YouTube. It worked. Now she's teaching me how to do my makeup from YouTube tutorials. That's great. Our youngest is 84 months old, JJ. Yeah. He's 7, so he's actually having the craziest year of all of us this year. JJ is actually starring in the #1 movie streaming on PureFlix right now. Yeah. Every time I tell people that, they have the same question. What's PureFlix? And PureFlix is a streaming service a lot like Netflix, but you can leave your kids alone in front of it. And when you come back, you don't have to have any awkward conversations you weren't planning to have until their wedding night. So that's PureFlix. JJ came to me when he was 5, and he told me he wanted to act. So I explained to him, look, we can do some auditions, but just because you audition doesn't mean you're going to get the part, because your mom's been auditioning like her whole life. I haven't got a lot of parts. And turns out, just because I audition doesn't mean I get it, because he's booking things left and right. Actually, last week, he was asked to audition for an A-list director. Yeah, that's great. And that same week, I was allowed to audition for Jurassic Pets 3. That's not a joke. I think there must be a Jurassic Pets 1 and a Jurassic Pets 2. I mean, it wasn't even Jurassic Park. It was Jurassic Pets. Jurassic Pets. Oh, and Success changes a 7-year-old. We'll be hanging out in the living room, and just randomly he'll get up. I'll be in my trailer if you need me, and just walk off. We don't have a trailer. I have no idea where he goes. And now he refuses to drink anything but Fiji water. Which is ridiculous when you think about all the backwash water he's had in his life. Oh, and the new thing for celebrities is they refuse to shower. Yeah, he's refusing to shower. You know, come to think of it, that might not be a celebrity thing. That might be because he's 7. It's probably a 7 thing. 7-year-old thing. I just love my family to death. I love them. I recently took them to the Smoky Mountains for vacation. Yeah, I was tired of hearing them complain at home, so then I got to hear them complain with the view of the mountains. When we got there, there were all these warning signs for bears. And we were like, okay. And we decided, let's go hike in the mountain and look at a waterfall. And even after all of the warning signs, when we rounded that corner and we came face to face with the bear, We were still pretty shocked to see a bear just right there. I never thought about this. What would I do if I came face to face with a bear? Do you guys want to know what I did? I took out my phone and I started videotaping him. Thankfully, my husband was there, who's brave and had some sense, and he actually scared a real-life bear away. Do you want to know what he did? Okay, yeah, let's clap for him, yeah. Do you want to know what he did to scare this bear away? Okay, this isn't a joke. This is what happened. So remember this in case you see a bear, I guess. Go, bear. Go, bear. Go, bear. Honestly, I think he annoyed it more than he scared it. I'm very thankful, obviously. I'm really glad I didn't get eaten by a bear. And do you know what happens when your husband saves your entire family's life by an actual living bear? You never not hear about the time your husband saved your whole family's life from the bear. It's fine for like the first 17 times. I mean, I'm an actor, but I'm not that good of an actor. I don't know if I can act like it's the first time I heard it. I'm an actor. I've been doing a little bit of acting, and recently I earned an audition for a commercial for feminine deodorant. So I had to think of this. If this is the one thing I land this year, this would be the face. A feminine odor everywhere. So I had to think long and hard about this audition. Then I saw how much it paid. I was like, yes, this is the face of feminine odor. I didn't get it, but it was kind of a compliment. Like, obviously, I don't look smelly, so. But then I'm still poor, so there's that. I did get to shoot a commercial recently. It did not go well. Before the lady in charge of talent asked me to leave early. Yeah. I heard her talking about me. She said, she has the hair. She has the face. I just didn't realize her stomach was that big. Can you believe she said that about me? Can you believe she said she likes my hair? So I learned something that day. If you go to set and you do not look the part, you get to leave early, but they still pay you the same. Yeah, the weird thing about that, it was a commercial where all I had to do was sit in a recliner. I was too big to sit in a recliner. I've only had 84 months to lose the baby weight, lady. Back off. So acting's not going great, and comedy doesn't always pay, so I find myself doing a lot of substitute teaching. Do we have any teachers here? For real? Any teachers here? I'm gonna go with one. Or maybe like a teacher who can't tell. She's like, I can't tell you I'm a teacher. A mystery shopping teacher. I don't know. That might be a thing. That's how I'm seeing it. If you are a teacher and you're just too scared to tell me, you need to know this about your perfect angel students. Whenever there's a substitute teacher, they turn into complete animals. And they lie about everything, their names, their seating assignment, their 2.5-hour recess. And I'm the worst sub for them to have, too, because I've done some time in prison, middle school. Yeah, I taught middle school theater for over 10 years. It's not a joke. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. We all know middle schoolers need more drama in their life. That's what I did, theater. I had to stop, and it wasn't the students. It was, okay, how do I put this delicately? It was the affluent parents. the suburban, if you will. All right, I'll just tell you. It was white parents. White parents. Okay, this is for every parent. Listen, parents. If your kid's teacher calls you at home, just know whatever they're telling you, it was way worse than how they're putting it. We as teachers are trying in the nicest way possible to say, your kid was a huge jerk today. And for some reason, when I called white parents, they were always shocked. Their kid had never done anything wrong. And that meant it was my fault. Other parents, totally different. Like, oh yeah, that sounds like my kid. What else has he done? They wanted me to give them a whole laundry list of ammunition to use when the kid got home. So I did see a poster recently. It said, if you can read this poster, thank a teacher. And as a former educator, I'm here to tell you, the best way to thank a teacher is to discipline your children. No, I just took you. You'll have to wait. Mommy's working. Yeah, just hold it. These kids are aging me. I'm aging. Anyone else getting older? Okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone in this. I'm getting so old, the doctor started ordering tests because of my age. I guess I'm past my best buy date or something. He sent me in for my first mammogram. Ladies, this is an important test. We need to do it. But if you're of mammogram age, you have a responsibility to prepare the younger generation. Because I went in for this mammogram, I had no idea what to expect. And you cannot charge these nurses with assault. And she just smashed me in there so good. And I don't know if you've ever seen this mammogram machine. It looks like a huge panini sandwich maker. And they jammed me in there so good, and I left feeling traumatized and sore and bruised, and I just really wanted a panini. So I went home. I was like, okay, kids, get in the van. Mama needs a panini, so we're going to eat lunch at Chuck E. Cheese. I do love my husband. We actually, this summer, we celebrated 10 years married. Yes. But since 3 of those years were during a pandemic, we just went ahead and had our 20th wedding anniversary. I do love him, but I'm still kind of mad at him. Not too long ago, he actually tried to leave me. Yeah. It's not his fault. He had a massive heart attack at the age of 35, and he almost died. Yeah, but he didn't, so we can laugh about it. But we had this moment I thought only happened in Lifetime movies. I got a call at home. The nurse says, Mrs. Miller, we have your husband in the ER. He's having a heart attack, but he wants to talk to you. And I don't know how I was able to maintain my composure, but I did. And I said all of those things you want to say in that moment. It could be your last conversation with your husband. I said, baby, I love you. Everything's going to be okay. I'll see you soon. But just in case, what's the Wi-Fi password here at our house? And I don't know how he was able to do it, but he was able to tell me everything he needed to in the moment. He was like, babe, remember that time I saved your life on the Smoky Mountain from the bear? And when I married him, I don't think I realized this. When I married him, I became somebody's last phone call. Like, what an honor that is. But most of all, now I know the Wi-Fi password. It's that one time I saved the family from the bear on the Smoky Mountains. It's the Wi-Fi password. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And like I said, this is totally true. It was a very scary, real thing, a really close call. Like, he had the widowmaker. I could have become a widow at the age of 25. Can you believe that? What about 32? Would you believe 32? 35? No? Okay, I'll figure it out. So we've talked to the cardiologist a lot, and it occurred to me, talking to your cardiologist sounds a lot like talking to a car mechanic. He was like, "It's a good thing you brought him in here when you did. We don't know how many more miles were left in him, and we had to pop his hood and go in there and clean out his pistons and cylinders, arteries, and you'll have to bring him back in because we have some parts on back order for him. Bring him in every 3 to 6 months for some tuning up from time to time, and actually, we don't know how many more miles are left in him, so you might consider trading him up for a younger model." I'm actually no stranger to medical issues. When I was 21, I went to the doctor for this cough. It would not go away. And he gave me an allergy pill. It didn't help. I kept coughing, and it got worse, and I felt worse, and they did all the tests, the scans. Finally, after a year, they just decided to do surgery to find out what I was allergic to. Turns out it was a stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma tumor, cancer around my heart. Yeah, they weren't too far off with their first diagnosis. Turns out I'm highly allergic to cancer. Yeah. And when they did the surgery to remove the tumor, they told me that they came this close to having to sever a nerve that would make it impossible for me to speak ever again. Imagine how awkward this comedy special would be. I did need chemotherapy, and the doctor told me 3 things before chemo. The first thing he said is, "You might die." And I died. I literally died. I was like, I'm 21 and now I'm dying? This is so not fair. The second thing they told me was I would lose my hair, but it was super easy to find at the bottom of the shower drain. And last but not least, at the young age of 21, the doctor told me because of the effects of chemo, I'd never become a mom. They told me that. I was devastated. I mean, it was always part of my dream, and I grew up in this wonderful family, and that's really what I wanted, is I wanted my own family. And stop licking that! Don't lick that! Teenagers, am I right? I mean, obviously the doctor was wrong. I had no problem becoming a mom. Mom. Bruh. Oh, and I'm so glad they did, because I can't imagine my life without being a mom. And being a mom has not only been the worst paying job that I've ever had, it's also been the most rewarding job. And my children are miracles. I believe all children are miracles. And they deserve a much better mom than I could ever be, which makes me always and forever just an okayest mom. I'm Nicole Miller. Thank you.
That was so fun.
You did so great.
Thanks, babe.
Wait, where's JJ?
Later, peeps.